Hey guys, hope you're all crispy and crunchy. It's CerealMaty here, and welcome back to DDLC. We are the Literature Club, and my dad just beat the shit out of Natsuki. It's like, ding ding ding, it's a KO. Okay, no, he didn't beat him, whatever. But Natsuki can go fuck himself. He can burn all of Natsuki's stuff he wants. It doesn't matter, because my dad will buy everything she needs. Wait, does it actually mean she's living with us now? I only just realized at this very moment that she's probably going to live with us now. Well, great. Plus my dad has some kind of surprise. I mean, I kinda expect some things to be the surprise, but I won't say anything. But let's just see what it might be. Alright guys, besides the little scuffle we just had to endure, I think you'll all like this. The surprise? Right, go ahead, son. Open the door. Son. Yeah. Jeez, it sure is dark in here. Yeah, I can't see where I'm walking. Are you playing the same game as we did at Natsuki's grandmother's place where Yuri and I surprised Natsuki? Maybe. Just go a little farther. I think you'll like this. Just go a little farther. Get it? Because it's his dad. Shut up, Matty. I'm worried I'm going to walk into the table. Flash. Surprise! It's all the Dokis. I didn't expect it at all. Trust me, I really didn't. Familiar voice. Surprise! What? Eek! The portraits of Monica, Yuri, and Sayori come into view. Well, now that the cat is out of the bag, well, long story short, I found the rest of your club members. I found them. The way that sounds like, it just sounds like you were on a walk just the other day and came by Yuri, who was laying on the ground, and just, oh, I just found a Yuri. I'm gonna take her with me. So stupid, sorry. Anyway. Hi, Matty. Hello. You two sure took some time coming in. Monica? Yuri? I'm just as shocked. This is incredible. Thank your dad. I had no idea where any of you were at. I'm happy to see everyone. So am I. It is very pleasing to see the club back together again. Yay! Everyone is back together again! It took some doing, but I think everything came out better than I expected. Now, how about I get the cake? Cake! Glad to see some things haven't changed. Oh, Sayori! You'll still light up everyone's heart. And just like that, everyone was back together again. We shared a small party and even exchanged stories amongst. We had many light-hearted conversations, but they often turned towards the topic of the Literature Club. We reminisced about the adventures we had, and the more everyone spoke, the more the idea of restoring the club came into my mind. Monica's calm laughter after watching Sayori stuff her face with cake, Yuri's shy demeanor when asking Natsuki how she was, Natsuki's defensive nature. It all felt like home. Like a home that I had not been part of in a very long time. Well, you're feeling at home, like right at your home, at your house. It's double home. I suppose it was here that I came up with an idea. To restore the club, to give everyone here back that home, to give everyone back that safe place. Life may continue on for all of us, but there was no reason we couldn't drag the club with us, right? Why does it scare me? Hello? Huh? It's no use. She's moving too fast. I can't keep up. Huh? What? No, are we now reliving Yuri's story? What? Okay. Oh, am I going too fast for you again? I'm sorry, Matty. Sometimes I forget about you. I'm just not relevant at all. Just a little bit. Sorry. Sometimes I just get so into the story that I forget you're now new to reading. I'll try to slow down for you. Jeez, I don't like her expression, her facial expression from before. Thank you. Yuri would wait for a few seconds more this time before flipping the page. Although she tried to wait for me to finish, she was still a bit too fast. I didn't let her know because I felt like I would embarrass her. So, Matty, what do you think of the story so far? It's one of my favorites. Huh? Oh, it's pretty odd actually, but not in a bad way, I guess. Yuri would smile as she looked down at the pages of her novel. You know, there's another book just like this one that is currently being written by a local author. Really? I can barely read a book. I can't imagine writing one from scratch. Yuri flashed one of her solemn smiles my way as her eyes appeared to brighten due to the lighting of the club room. That's funny. Yuri would flip the page of the book without realizing I never started reading it. Oh. Yuri's smile soon dissolved into a nervous-looking expression. Like this, a facial expression. What is it? It's giving me the creeps. I went too fast again, didn't I? It's fine, Yuri. Go on ahead. Yuri solemnly gave a puff of worry, and after calming herself down, continued reading. The name of the book is going to be titled The Blossoming of the Sakura Trees. Huh? Oh, the book in development you're interested in? Yes. I personally think that the title is wonderful, don't you? It's supposed to tell a mysterious story about a man exiled from his homeland in a war-torn nation, the sakura blooms leading him back to home after years of war and strife. The main character follows the flow of the river back home that is blanketed in fallen sakura blossoms. Aww. That imagination itself is kind of romantic. I suppose when you get down to it, it also sounds quite romantic. There you go, Yuri! I know we had something similar. I know we were some kind of soulmates, you know, you and I. I mean, the Act 1 you, not the Act 2 you. The Act 2 you is... no thank you. Sounds interesting, at the least. That's what I thought. Yuri would flip the page once more. At this point, I was no longer reading the book. I became more interested in the shy presence beside me. She seemed to come out of her shell when she had a book between her fingers. Yuri would read the next page with a cheerful hum, and as she turned it, she seemed to snap herself out of it to glance at me out of the corners of her eyes. Are you bored, Matty? Do you want to stop here for today? Oh, I was irritated that the D of do isn't in caps. You can continue if you want, Yuri. Don't mind me. Oh, but I suppose it wouldn't be enjoyable if we were not on the same page. Matty, when you get better at reading, would you like to go with me to the bookstore? What do you mean, Yuri? Really? Is it that puzzling? What you just said? When the book about the Sakura trees releases, if you are an experienced reader by then, would you like to go with me to pick up my copy? Of course, that may be years down the road, but let's assume that we stay in touch. What do you say? Oh, sure thing. Oh, maybe this story happened 3 years ago from the stuff that happened just 5 minutes ago. And we're probably going to pick it up just now. The copy of the book. Right, great. Well, let's close the book for this session after all. Don't you and Natsuki have something planned as well? I vaguely remember promising to read manga with Natsuki that afternoon as well. I suppose so, Yuri. We'll pick it back up tomorrow, okay? Yuri would flash her a solemn smile once again. I can't wait. Right. Present day. So yeah, it was a flashback. Hey! And we are at the bookstore! Right, I mean, it wasn't that hard to figure out, but I'm proud of myself. Shoulder pat, shoulder pat. Matty, are you alright? What? Huh? Oh, sorry, I was lost in the memory. Oh, are you usually fond of...
reminiscing?
I don't know this word. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? I catch myself doing so often as well. May I ask what it was that caught you in a wave of nostalgia? I mean, it wasn't me and you reading a book. No, no, no. What do you think? I mean, I wouldn't think of that. That's not such a good memory, don't you think? Hey, did you find the book you were looking for? What? Actually, yes, it was right here on the shelf. It wasn't long after the little surprise party that Yuri and I decided to exchange phone numbers and keep in touch. She called me early this morning. Although a little timid, she asked me if it was alright for me to accompany her to the local bookstore in town. Naturally, I said yes, and now here we are. As it turns out, Yuri is very particular about the book that she's into. Hey Yuri, do you remember that book you talked about while we were reading together in the club? Huh? Oh, you must mean the book about the sakura blossoms. Yes, I fondly remember it. What happened to it? Did the local author even finish writing it? You know, Matty, I'm not sure. Truth be told, I stopped following it sometime after graduation. Really? I thought you were really into it, Yuri. Well, I was, but after leaving the club, it no longer served a purpose for me to read it. What does that mean? Huh? Nothing, forget what I said. Yuri would lower her face and shift her pupils to the corner of her eyes. She proceeded to tap her right foot nervously on the floor. I know what that means. So, have you spent any time with Monica since we reconnected? She attempted her best at changing the subject, and I allowed her to do so. We've talked over the phone, but I haven't really had time to hang out with anyone until now. Oh, so you've been busy? Something like that. Dad and I have actually been doing a lot of work lately, not to mention we took in Natsuki not long ago as well. And we had to get her new clothes, a place to sleep, not to mention all the shoes, and you've never seen so much pink in one place. Oh, Natsuki. I guess when you contacted me, it was the first time I've been free since the day of the party. I'm grateful for the time off, that I can tell you. That's good. Yuri quickly spied a book on the shelf beside her, and would grab it quickly with a burst of electric energy. Look! It's a book about the sakura blossoms. She began to hold out the cover in front of her for me to see, her expression changing to a large grin from behind it as she showed it off. The cover was a well-designed painting of sakura trees and blossom, next to a small running stream. The ground all around the stream was blanketed in fall and sakura blossoms. I think I'm going to get this as well. Do you want me to get you a copy as well? There's no other copy on the shelf. I'd love to say yes, but why don't I have the chance to? What do you mean? Honestly, it's no trouble at all. I think reading it together would be a great idea, wouldn't you agree? After all, you did improve your reading level, didn't you? I remember you promising me that you would at any rate. Crap, busted. Kinda expected it. Yeah, I'm sure I did. Jeez, way to lie to a girl's face. That's good, because last I heard this is a difficult book to understand. I gulped so hard I broke out in a sweat. No sweat for me. I would laugh nervously as I tugged on the collar of my shirt. Well, I'm going to go on ahead and pay for the novels. You can stay back here and continue to look if you like. That's okay. I just came to be with you, not to purchase books for myself. If you're ready to go, then so I am. Yuri's face turned a shade of red and she began to look at her feet. She also started to fidget with her fingers. Oh, you came to spend time with me? Just with me? Yuri would snap herself out of it. Oh, I have an idea. How about we go pay our respects to the temple? A temple? Temple? Yes, I was going to pay my respects today and make a wish. Why don't you come along as well? At the most, we could spend a little more time together. Is that okay? Sounds fine. I've nothing else planned for today, and I can always make a wish for some good luck. Yay, that's settled. As soon as I pay for these books, we'll head over immediately. Alright, sounds fun. Yuri flashed me her famous timid smile, and with this cheerful grin still upon her face, would pass by me to pay for her bags of books. I didn't follow her immediately after, as I found myself in deep thought. I began to think about the literature club. It must have been the books surrounding me on all sides that brought on the train of thought. We were all back together, I thought. I wonder if there was a way that we can bring the club back. People create and join clubs out of high school all the time. There are card clubs, gaming clubs, and even anime and manga clubs. Surely there was a way to recreate the literature club. Was there? I wonder how difficult it would be. I would sit and ponder a few minutes more before I could hear soft footsteps approaching behind me. When I turned, I was once again greeted with the timid smile of Yuri, although it quickly changed to a confused expression. Are you okay, Matty? I hope I didn't startle you. You looked like you were in deep thought again. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I finished purchasing our books. Are you ready to go? I would nod hastily. Yes, sorry about that. What were you thinking about this time? You know, I'll tell you when we get to the temple. We should probably go before it gets too dark to see. Yes, let's be off. Right. And there we make our way to the temple. Nicer dicer. That small empty text box in the middle of the black screen kind of confused me a bit, but nothing major. Well, I think this is a good point to actually leave this video here. And what can I say? The club is back together again. We got to see each other's faces after 3 long years. My goodness, speaking. But actually, it was just for 2 minutes or something in the actual gameplay, and then we were just off with Yuri again. But I don't mind. I don't really mind. It was still a cool time with Yuri just at the bookstore, buying that. What was it called? Sakura blossoms. That was it. Yeah, of course. And now we're at some kind of temple. I didn't know we were that religious, or Yuri was at least. But I don't mind as well. So yeah, we'll see what Yuri does in there in the next episode. For now, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, then tell me somehow, and I'll see you all in the next video.